Hello and welcome to Session Smart City Video Analytics at GTC 2021. It is a great honor to be with you today. My name is Goran Vukšić. I'm originally from Croatia and I live in Malmo, Sweden, where I work for a company named Stratitech as a technical manager. I'm a big tech enthusiast with over 15 years of experience in IT field, a lot of interesting technologies, projects, programming languages, and so on. I like to share my knowledge on conferences and workshops. I'm Microsoft AI MVP, and I'm NVIDIA Jetson AI specialist. I got this title for my project with Lego minifigures. Detection of it, feel free to check it out. Today, I will talk about smart city and video analytics. And first, what the smart city is. By definition, it is the urban area that uses different types of electronic methods and sensors to collect data. Insights gained from that data are used to manage assets, resources, and services efficiently. In return, the data is used to improve the operations across the city. So what does this mean? We could use smart devices in order to figure out traffic in the city, to plan this traffic better. Like, where do we need new road? Maybe we can close some road. We could plan the parking through the city. Also, public safety. Plan how waste management will be handled through the city. Figure out where are the peak areas in the traffic and when it's best maybe to pick up waste. We could use many different sensors, like figuring out the quality of the air or quality of the water. Many cities are on the rivers, and so on. And for the smart cities, you will really nowadays find a lot of ways those sensors are used and data is collected. And data is not collected just around the city. It is also collected in the buildings. So there's a lot of smart buildings in the city that can be connected with this data to gain valuable insights. So how could we see the insights in near real time? That was the idea I was bouncing around for some time, and yeah, we could say, okay, we can install cameras everywhere, and that would be kind of costly project, I believe. Or we could put the army of drones, fly it around and figure that out, but that would also be hard for several reasons, I believe. So thinking about it, I got this idea that what if we put Jetson NANO on the bus, use the camera, stream this data, process the data, upload data points to the cloud, like important data points, and use these data points to get insights. So idea uses the Jetson Nano for the reason because I'm amazed with this device. With it and with DEEPSTREAM SDK, you can process 8 videos in parallel. So if we use this in a car, for example, or a bus, you could put 2 cameras in front, 2 on both sides, and 2 in back, totaling 8, right? And process that in parallel to get the insights, for example, how many cars are around you, how many pedestrians, and so on. Depends what your model is trained for to detect. So what kind of insights would we give with this approach? I just told you, like, yes, we could figure out how many pedestrians are there. Why? For the reason maybe there is too many people at one place. Maybe there's some kind of riot. Maybe there is some peak hour where we could direct traffic differently through the city to make it more secure. We could detect cars, bicycles, motorcycles, traffic signs, a lot of uh, those visual recognizable objects through the city, and react based on that. We could notify the police, or we could notify the firefighters if there is something wrong in the city. We could detect the smoke and fire, or in case of police, maybe to visually try to detect some kind of weapons or some kind of inappropriate action between two persons out there. So there is a lot of those insights we would gain, and they could be used for planning better city, smarter city than we have. So taking a look at this map, so this is Malmö, Sweden, and this is a map from Skånetrafiken showing the bus routes through the city. Yes, we could use other public transport also for this. I focused on the buses to make things simple. What we see over here, for example, this red line is going around the city center in circle, right? And buses in peak hours pass over here every 5 to 10 minutes, approximately. So every 5 to 10 minutes, we could refresh the data on this line. For the black line, for example, it's going from one part of the city, northeast, all the way to southwest. Those buses go in one direction, then they travel back. Same thing, basically. And over here, it's really, I think, easy to visualize how this would work. So every 5 minutes, bus passes by, records what's happening. Next bus is coming in 5 to 10 minutes, refresh this data at the exact point. So we are getting this near real-time insights. Moving on to some examples of my tests through the town. So I was following some bus routes to record videos and get data. And these videos were processed by NVIDIA DeepStream. DeepStream is really amazing. And NVIDIA has one interesting course that is free to take, Introduction to DeepStream on Jetson Nano. Feel free to check it out. You will learn all these things, how to do it yourself in just couple of hours. So videos, I'm driving, basic example, just detecting one car in front of me. One other example, detecting several cars and one person that is walking a dog, right? So now I'm simulating like the public transport is passing by, our bus, and doing this detection. So what could we do with this detection? For example, we are detecting cars and counting cars through the city. We take these data points, upload them to the cloud, and then visualize them, right? We can show on the map, and probably the easiest way to show it is by use of some kind of heat map, right? So this is, for example, one test drive where there is shown like how many cars were detected out there. Going into some examples where real videos are processed, you can see over here I'm driving and the car is approaching. So you can see this bounding box around the car. Same over here. Now accessing those road signs, this model is trained to detect cars, road signs, bicycles, and pedestrians, persons, right? And that is visible in this video over here. In the background, you can see Malmo round tower there. Yeah, so we are detecting the objects. One more example here, driving through the center with that screenshot you've seen a few seconds ago on the other slide. There is cars detected, bus is also detected as a car. Several cars are approaching here, and the person is walking the dog and detected. Threshold at the moment is set really low, so it will trigger on some things inside, but that is just for the test. You can also see persons on the side detected. So we process the data, we get this data out of the video, and then we want to visualize it somehow. We got it to the cloud, and we could, for example, build a Power BI dashboard on top of it. Here on this dashboard, you could see on the left side there is bus lines and some time intervals, like you could select. And on the right side, you get an overview. Okay, this is how many pedestrians were per that bus line in the time, right? And this is how many bikes were over there. And that's how many cars were there. You could probably ask me, okay, so with Jetson Nano, you are processing the video, but how you know the location? In my example, I used mobile application on the iPhone to run and track where is my current position. So this data was merged and used in order to create insights, right? We have those insights over here, and we could also visualize them in a way that I showed you few seconds ago, like following specific line and then showing heat map on that line. Over here on the graph, you can see that together there is a count of bikes, cars, and pedestrians. And on the map, there is an overlay. How many are detected in over there all together here, even though you could by category filter them out. So with this kind of concept, it would really be easy to do detection out there and to get the data to the cloud. We would get insights. Okay, at specific hour, how many people are there, how many cars are there, many different other metrics that would help us plan our city better. And it could also, all this data is just outside, right? And I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of smart buildings already, which could give you much more information about the city itself. A lot of those data in the cities nowadays is open through different data platforms. So you can connect this to that data platforms and make it even smarter, make some predictions or figure out some anomalies in the city behavior. That was it in my session. Thank you very much. And I hope you learned something new, that this gave you some kind of idea. Maybe you can build a top on this simple concept and create some application on your own that that will do something smarter, right? Thank you very much.